You're good.
All right. Happy Thursday and welcome in to Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Bally Bet, a sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns, now live in Ohio. And folks, the last time you saw me, I was down in the dumps, neck brace on, Band-Aids, sunglasses, not feeling good after the vicious attack by Jeff Jarrett. But as you guys all, and I got to tell you something. Gibbe, I'm touched. I'm overwhelmed at the outpouring of support that I received and really have received since I was attacked on Saturday night, including the outpouring of support I got at the airport when I was at the airport on Tuesday morning going to my 36-hour intensive wellness retreat. People coming up to me saying they were concerned for me. They were hoping I was okay. I still had to have the neck brace on then. But I went to this retreat, and it was the best thing, one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Had to get it and go into some dark places, face some hard truths, deal with some things, heal my mind, my body, my spirit, but I did. And then this morning, I went and saw our great friends, our great team of doctors over at University Hospitals, the Drzezinski Sports Institute, and I got the best news I could hope for, which is that I am cleared to resume all training and all activity. So I did have some whiplash. I had injuries to my cranium that I sustained, but I'm back, and now I have 16 days to get in the best shape of my life, 16 days to get as ready to fight as I have ever been in my life for Absolution 17. So the wellness retreat was a huge hit. I'm willing to disclose the location, to people who reach out to me privately, because it's something that it was transformative, and it was so needed for me in one of my darker hours.
Riz is on board with you. I don't know if you heard the Really Big Show this morning.
I did not.
RJ sent me the clip, the great RJ from ESPN Cleveland. Take a listen.
Is there beef with my guy Nathan Zagura and some wrestler named, what's his name, Chris? Did you see Nathan get smashed over the head with a guitar?
I did.
Did you see this?
I did.
He's been immobilized, Nathan has.
Real Jeff Jarrett. And Nathan's going to fight this dude?
I guess so,
I
yeah.
got to be there for that. I want to see that.
Well, the last couple days, Nathan's been doing the show in like a neck brace.
At the urging of this is Nathan Zagura on Twitter, at the urging of my doctors, I'm headed to a wellness retreat to continue my recovery from the heinous attack at the real Jeff Jarrett. I will be getting my mind and body right for the biggest fight of my life at AIW Wrestling, Absolution 17. So he's got a big match coming up.
Nevar Williams tweets the show and says, some dude, Jeff Jarrett, has been a big name in the wrestling business for 4 decades, Riz.
Okay, good for him. I'm sticking up for my guy, Nathan. Okay? I don't care about the jabroni Jeff Jarrett. I'm Team Nathan.
Nathan's got to be healthy and ready to go for Brown season. I mean, I don't know what the heck he's doing, Riz, getting in a wrestling ring.
I got to tell you something. Number one, I appreciate the support from Tony Rizzo greatly. And yes, Jeff Jarrett is, 4 decades, he is a 2-time Hall of Famer, a 12-time world champion. I am no doubt out of my league, out of my element, out of my class. There's no doubt about that. But as I said on Monday, and I'll say again to answer Aaron Goldhammer there, sometimes things happen to you that you have got to draw a line in the sand and you've got to answer the call. And so that's what I'm going to do. And so I went to that wellness retreat. I got myself right. I appreciate it. Not only did I get support, by the way, Gibbe, as I walked through the airport here in Cleveland when I departed, but when I arrived at the undisclosed location in my neck brace, I was greeted by throngs of Browns fans as well, offering their support. So this town is, first of all, amazingly crazy, and I mean that in the best possible way. But it filled my cup, and that's what I needed there. And Riz right there saying that fills my cup. Hammer, I got to do it. And I will be ready for Brown season. We're not going to worry about that. This is the biggest fight of my
I'm
life.
worried about that.
I know you are.
On a daily basis, I worry about this.
I appreciate that.
Until we get through this.
That's the nicest thing that you've said. You were also worried if I was medically cleared to fly, and that meant a lot
I was
to me
worried.
as well.
I was worried about you.
Yeah.
I didn't know when you had seen the docs.
Well, they had given me, they said it's more important that I get to the wellness retreat than any damage that could be caused by the flights. And here we are, 36 intense hours. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers went through, but I went through something pretty significant in the last 36 hours, and it's helped. You try every kind of therapy there is in the world, get worked on, dig deep, heal yourself from within, and that's where we're at now. So I got 16 days. I've said it. I'll say it again. I need all of you there, but I appreciate Tony Rizzo's support. That means a lot to me that he's going to be there to try to help me out at AIW Absolution 17. So that's July 13th. That's the Saturday night, 7:30, Masonic Temple Live. Tickets available on Ticketmaster. So come on. We got to sell this place out. We got to get that home field advantage because that's what we need. That's what we need. But I feel so good. I can't wait to get back in the ring. I can't wait to train because I'm going to need to be at my best. That's the bottom line. I'm going to need to be my best to have a chance. And as I told Jeff Jarrett in the video I released this morning when I got the great news that I was cleared, he probably wants to win this fight. He probably, this is in the list of matches that Jeff Jarrett's had in his illustrious career. Is probably not high on that list. He probably wants to win. I need to win. I need to win this more than anything he could possibly comprehend. And that's my intention. That's what I plan on doing, along with Joshua Bishop, Filthy Tom Lawler, and Hardway Holloway. It's going to be wild. 4-on-4 Muni Lot Brawl. But I'm cleared. I'm back. I mean, you guys saw it. There was no zest. I had no zest on Monday. I was zestless. I was zapped of zest. It was tough. It's tough, dude.
You put yourself in this position, though.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
You got in that ring.
I called out members only. I had never met Jeff Jarrett in my life.
You decided to get in that ring, which means there are repercussions.
By the way, I tried to get out of there, but anyway, nonetheless,
that means you're going into their expertise in the world.
Yeah, this time I am, and this time I'm going in with my eyes wide open. I've been double crossed now twice, as my grandfather, the great Nano Bojo Dragomir Zagura once said. First time bitten by snake, second time Fredo lizard. You're not getting me a third time. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right, so that's the update there. Cleared. Look at this. It's a little stiff, but we can turn side to side. We can do it. I had whiplash, dude. They said it was like I was in a high-speed car accident.
Yeah, this is what I worry about.
Here I am.
I can't.
How about my miraculous
What about
healing?
Monday the 15th? I can't have this.
How about my miraculous healing? How about? Well, Monday the 15th, I might just have to take that day and maybe revisit my wellness retreat. We'll see. We'll see. It might just be a 24-hour wellness retreat on Monday the 15th. All right, so that's where that stands. Again, I appreciate. I just want to look at the camera. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate the reaction to the show we did on Monday. I appreciate the support for my wellness retreat, and then the support obviously that I'm going to get, and have gotten and will get at Absolution 17. So thank you guys so much for that. It actually means the world to me. I mean, it means the absolute world to me. I know that at one point I was not a Clevelander. I was from another part of the country. I am a Clevelander who bleeds brown and orange now, and to have your guys' support means the absolute world to me. All right, what do we got coming up on the show today, Gibbe?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Obo Okoronkwo
Okay.
will join the program. Little mailbag. You can tweet your questions to us at Browns_daily.
You can ask me anything at this point.
Ask Zagura anything today.
Yep.
A few other things we're working on as well in the 2 o'clock hour.
What does that mean?
I got a few things in the fire. We'll see what comes to fruition. We'll see if, I'm working on guests and other things like that.
Okay. All right.
So
Anything that I'll be excited about?
maybe. I would hope. I'm booking a nice show for you.
right,
I mean,
well,
you're
thank
flying solo, so I always try to book a few names for you.
All right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It'd be great if you could book The Rock and we could let him watch my promo and see what he thinks. Are you going to work on that?
Got to get you back to football.
The Rock.
Focus.
Joe Montana. Jeff George.
By the
Jeff
way,
George.
the National Sports Collector Convention is here. Our first weekend in West Virginia.
Yeah.
He's going to be here.
Who?
Montana.
But we're not?
No.
Well, then what are you telling me this for? That's why they file that away as
I want you to know
if I didn't know that.
Matt was just in here, our director of marketing, and he and I were talking, and he's like, what can we do to promote? I said, you give me Joe Montana on the show.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Okay.
The request has been made for him, the playmaker, to join us.
Oh, baby. I mean, Gibby, we're 1 week from my birthday, so I'm ready.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm ready
I've got
for whatever you
plenty
want.
of gifts coming your way, my friend. Showering you with gifts.
I love it. I absolutely.
Maybe even one later today. I've done a birthday special for you before.
You have. They're great. They're some of my favorite episodes of all time. I give a birthday special since you love my joy so much and never try to be the thief of it. I appreciate that. All right. Training camp. By the way, did I see this right? Have you gotten any more information on this? Did I see this right? Did the United States of America's under 20 football team lose to Japan? Is that real?
I didn't know what age group that
It was under 20.
It was like 41-20?
Yes, it was a beating.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I know.
Who's on this team? Like, under 20 means you could have guys who are college freshmen and sophomores.
I don't know if they're allowed to be because of eligibility. I don't know how that works.
Then it would be just high school, which would cut it off at 18, so it would make sense it was under 20. I need somebody to find out. Get Brock on this. I need to find out who in the world, like who was on this team. How did this happen? I believe
don't
the
know.
children are our future, and I expect American football to be dominated by America in international competition. I mean, it's like it
was round 2.
It feels like to me that loss is as crazy as if the dream team would have lost the game. Is that hyperbole? Is that like the best under 20-year-olds playing football in America losing a game? Not just losing. It's not like, oh man, they got smoked.
I don't know. Japan, June 26, 2 p.m., Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, 41-20.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Someone said we got to take the D1 players.
So we didn't. That's what I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know who was there, what happened there, because it feels crazy to me. It feels outrageous that
I don't recognize
is even
any
possible.
of these players. So
Okay, all right. So there's
No
that.
idea.
All right, for the Cleveland Browns, which is a team of professionals who we know is a absolutely loaded roster. We're going to have some training camp practices that are open to the public. Sunday, August the 4th, 2 p.m., youth football. Tuesday, August 6th, 15 p.m., Stay in the Game Attendance Network. Thursday, August 8th, 2 p.m., the Browns Backers Presidents. I like these 2 o'clock starts, Gibby. Good for Browns Daily.
Absolutely. Right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Monday, August 12th, 2 p.m., Rainbow Day, presented by University Hospitals, Rainbow Babies and Children's. And Tuesday, August 20th, 1:30, Military Appreciation. Wednesday, August 21st at 1, Social Justice, hashtag Be the Solution. 1's even better, because then we'll get the stretching out of the way, and we'll get a whole lot of action going on those days. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, you'll read there's some stuff from our guy, Brent Rossi, our boss, VP of Marketing at the bottom of the page that explains, because I know the fans are, it's only 6 practices, but they have to understand, like, there's a lot going on here from a construction standpoint. And
there is, yes.
There's, and it's just right now, unfortunately, this coming preseason, it's going to be tough to accommodate as many fans as we've done in the past.
Yes. So each day, it is going to be tough, and we're at the Greenbrier, And we got the joint practices. There's a lot going on. Each day will include the Puppy Pound presented by Sugardale, the 40-yard dash presented by Cross Country Mortgage, the Browns Pro Shop with training camp exclusive items featuring the new white face mask, Airmark food and beverage snack shack, and more. Tickets will be available to the public on Thursday, July the 18th. So that's what, 3 weeks from now?
Yeah.
3 weeks from now. 2 weeks after my birthday.
The week before we go, literally a week exactly before we go to the Greenbrier.
A week before the Greenbrier, 5 days after absolution. Brown season ticket members will have advanced 24-hour window to reserve their tickets. Training camp practice starting on Wednesday, July 17th. Each account can register up to 4 tickets to an individual session. Similar to past training camps and home games at Cleveland Browns Stadium, print tickets will not be available this year. You can download the Browns mobile app for up-to-date information and compelling content throughout the season. The Browns mobile app offers fans important updates prior to each training camp session, including weather and activation elements specific to that date. Fans are encouraged to download the app, create a profile, and enable notifications to receive all pertinent training camp details as soon as they're available. So get the Browns app. You should have it anyway. Great content, access to everything that we do. You can stream this show live, get the video of it right there live in the app every single day. So download that right now. And here's what the great Brent Rossi has to say. We look forward to providing unforgettable experiences for Browns fans at this year's training camp as we ramp up the anticipation for the 2024 season. Though Browns training camp will be in limited capacity this year due to our current Berea expansion project, we will remain fan first and are thrilled to welcome our passionate fan base at Cross Country Mortgage Campus for 6 open practices. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Training camp's always good. And this year training camp, again, it's not to go out there and find out who our savior is. Training camp's not going to be about finding out, who's going to be really starters. I mean, other than maybe the Sam linebacker position, maybe the defensive tackle next to Dalvin, but we know they're rotating anyway all year. There's not a whole lot up for grabs, and that's good. So you want to stay healthy. You'll get a chance to really kind of see this offense with Deshaun Watson going full go when we get into training camp and kind of see the changes there with the scheme implemented by Ken Dorsey. But other than that, this is going to be a training camp that's going to be about building up, ramping up, and getting ready, for the season opener against the Dallas Cowboys and what should be a very exciting, very productive, and quite frankly, a very winning 2024 season for the Cleveland Browns. In the toughest division in football.
Correct.
In the toughest conference in football. But
that's it. No pressure.
This team is built to answer that call.
100%. Number 3 overall roster.
Yep.
Pro Football Focus.
They are built to answer.
Not in Pete Prisco's mind, but
well, that's okay.
It's all right.
That's okay. All right. Coming up on the show, we've got a one-on-one with Obo Okoronkwo coming up next. We'll go around the sports world at 1:40, and then at 2 o'clock, we got Gibby says maybe we're going to have some surprise guests. I don't know. We'll do the Mount Rushmore for every team, which is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a very cool one. We'll go through that. And we've got Mailbag Thursday. So we're all loaded up, folks. All loaded up here. Cleveland Browns Daily brought to you by Ballybet, a sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns, now live in Ohio.
Do you know you're
down.
in a rideshare accident? Call us at Elk & Elk. We'll protect your rights and negotiate the maximum compensation for your injuries. Call Elk & Elk at 1-800-ELK-OHIO for a free and private consultation.
From first words to sore throats, from soccer practice to a sprained wrist, University Hospital's Rainbow Babies and Children's is here for you and your family. From their first days to yearly checkups or even life-changing procedures, nationally recognized healthcare has a home in your neighborhood. Here for your child's first steps and every step after. We're University Hospital's Rainbow Babies and Children's, and we're here for you. Learn more at uhrainbow.org.
Browns fans, ever wanted to go to Las Vegas for a Browns game, maybe New Orleans? Well, heck, those are very, very fun cities. True Fan Travel, an official fan experience partner of the Cleveland Browns, is hosting premium trip packages for Browns fans. Visit TrueFanTravel.com today. Blah. Visit TrueFran. I can't even say this one. TrueFran. I want to say Fran.
Maybe you're not back 100%.
Maybe I'm not. Visit TrueFanTravel.com today and reserve your ultimate Browns travel package. And we have breaking news regarding the New Orleans trip. Two-time Pro Bowl running back and Browns legend Kevin Mack is coming out to New Orleans with the True Fan Travel team for our weekend in the Big Easy. Wow.
I love K-Mac.
Get to hang with K. He's great.
Yeah.
Get to hang with Kevin Mack. Visit TrueFanTravel.com. Nailed it that time, Gibby, in your face. /Browns. That's TrueFanTravel.com /Browns to reserve your ultimate Browns travel package today. All right, I went one-on-one with Browns defensive end Obo Okoronkwo back at minicamp.
You're done.
And Obo Okoronkwo and Obo, a little bit of back and forth there with Coach Schwartz walking off the field. You got some big aspirations for this year. We've heard about that. How's it feel to be back?
That feels amazing. Just being back in the building, just being grounded, just being around all the guys. It's a great feeling.
Have you ever at any point in your career experienced what you're experiencing now? And I mean, like the top 5 defensive ends from last year, same room again. Za'Darius coming back. You got all that continuity.
Yeah, that's almost impossible, So for us to be able to do that, it's just foreshadowing for the type of year we're going to have in our room.
Was it cool that in your room as well, like so many of the defensive tackles, they all just wanted to come back. They love the room. They love being around each other. Is that something that, and we saw it last year, I think the answer is yes, but translate onto the field as well?
Definitely. When you love the guys you play with, you'll definitely see a better result out there, Between Shelby, Dalvin, Mo, all the inside guys, we've developed such chemistry that, there's nobody else we'd rather play with.
Answers, man. I don't know what he's talking about.
There's nobody I'd rather play with than the guys I'm playing with right now, and that's just real.
Yeah.
Especially Grant Delpit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, GD, that's my guy.
Hello.
How you doing, Grant?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I saw you last week. You had the coming out of the helmet, man. Are we keeping that? Is that going to come back?
Head and shoulders.
Everybody clowned me. They was talking about Soul Glow. They was talking about all kind of stuff.
I told Head and Shoulders, man. Hit him up, man.
Yeah, Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders. What else?
Old
Miel, Old
They
Spice.
got a shampoo now, Old Spice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know Dr. Burner's got everything.
Yeah, they got it all, Yeah, we're going to do our research. I'm managing him this year. I'm doing his marketing.
You doing his marketing? It's going to be a big year then. It's going to be a big year.
Yes,
big year.
It'll be a big year for both of us. 3%.
It's not a bad commission. When the numbers are big, it's not a bad commission at
You know
all.
what I'm saying?
Is that radio?
Yeah, we're just saying. We'll be on radio in probably sometime next week. What? All right. Cool. What do you think about this time of the year? What are you hoping to get out of these sessions?
Just to polish the things that I'm already good at, find some things that I can improve my game with, and then just build that family and that just build, I guess, is it continuity? Or is it with the guys,
A little camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
And you're looking for double-digit sacks this year. It's known, right?
I mean, everybody in our room, if you're not looking for double-digit sacks, you're in the wrong room. I'll put it like that.
Absolutely. For you, thinking about going from, the Rams to Houston, now coming here, having the continuity of the same scheme, same guys, exactly what you're doing out there. Does that put you, like when you think about a year ago at this time, signing with the Browns, do you feel so much more ahead in what you're asked to do?
Light years ahead. Now I'm with my coach from the Texans, Coach Jock, and then I've been this is my second year in the defense. So it's just I guess I'm just receiving everything a little easier, It's just making more sense, just with time, and then me and Jock already having that relationship. It's just easy to learn from him.
What's his style as a coach?
Well, I mean, he was a former player, so it's just like having like a vet in the room at all times, like old. Well, it's like having like a super vet in the room, if that makes sense. A guy who's seen it, done it, lived it, played 9 to 10 years in the league. You can't replicate that.
Does it help for you too, knowing that you had that relationship? Like he knows how to motivate you, he knows how to communicate with you. So it's kind of like, does that fall right back in? You guys picked up like you never had a time off.
100%. Jock definitely. I mean, me and Jock's relationship, I just trust him 100%. He's the reason why I was even able to get this contract here and come to the Browns from the Texans. So I trust him fully, and I'm absorbing everything that he's giving me. I'm taking all the coaching because last time I did that, good things happened.
There's no doubt. Very, very good things happen. You got a nice payday in the offseason following that. So this is the first time we've gotten to talk since you've been back. Did you get to do anything fun this offseason prior to coming back for kind of that offseason workout schedule?
I mean, it depends what you call fun. I know my teammates, they know I like to travel a little bit. So I got to see the world a little bit.
So where's your favorite place you went?
My favorite place, for sure, is Tokyo. Really? Yeah, they're in like.
It's on my bucket list.
They're in like 2050 out there. It's like so futuristic. It's crazy. Like,
what was beyond the futuristic part of it? What did you like about it? I know you're a big fashion guy. What stood out?
I really liked just how normal it was to be like I guess fashion savvy, but what really stood out to me was just, I would say, just how nice everybody was. Human. Yo, what up, DTR? You shouldn't be jumping around like that on that. I would just say just a sense of it's just like everybody just loves each other.
Kindness.
So much kindness, and so natural and genuine,
Respectful.
Very respectful, just I guess that's just embedded in their culture almost, and that was really dope to see how everybody was so nice to each other, and how everybody had just that sense of everybody just treated each other like humans, and that was cool to see.
And I also heard that it's so clean, it's impeccably clean.
I think I saw one piece of litter, like a piece of paper on the ground, and they picked it up right after.
It's wild, man.
Yeah, they picked it up
Have you watched the show Shogun?
I did. I watched Shogun. I watched the first 6 episodes, but then I started moving around, so I got to catch up on it.
You got to finish it up. It was good. It's a look at feudal Japan, obviously, so pretty cool.
And I'm into anime, so that feudal era of Japan, I'm pretty I'll say I'm well versed in it, yeah.
So I'm a big sushi guy. Did you have sushi while you were there?
I had sushi from at least 100 different places.
Was it unbelievable?
It was so fresh, and I don't eat red meat, but I went to a bunch of restaurants that served a lot. Yeah, the Wagyu. I went to Wagyu Omakase. I don't know if you know what omakase is. Yeah. Basically the chefs is like, don't worry, I choose. Yeah. And I tried a bunch of different Wagyu dishes. I tried a raw Wagyu. I didn't like that.
Okay. Wagyu to me, when I've had the A5 or whatever, it's kind of like meat butter. Yeah. It's so rich. You don't need much of it, and it's delicious.
And it's really filling as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Are you on the red meat now? Did the Wagyu bring you into the red meat world?
I think just in Tokyo. Just in Tokyo and on my birthday.
Okay. On your birthday. All right. Obo, always a pleasure, man. Great to have you back. I'd love to see the energy you bring, and glad you're feeling well and looking for a big season.
Man, it's good to be back. Thank you.
All right, that's Obo Okoronkwo, part of a defensive line room for the Cleveland Browns that I think is just absolutely loaded. Absolutely loaded. You go in the defensive end room, Miles and Za'Darius, Obo and Alex Wright. Alex Wright last year, 5 sacks, 1 sack in each of the final 4 games of the season. Not to mention you also have Isaiah McGuire, last year's 4th-round pick. So that is a loaded defensive end room for the Cleveland Browns. You have Isaiah Thomas, who was a 7th-round pick a couple of years ago, had a sack in his rookie season. They like him, Sam Kamara as well. So just a loaded room there. And then on the defensive, in the interior, Dalvin and Shelby, Quentin Jefferson, Mike Hall, Mo Hurst, Siaki Ika. I mean, that's 6 guys right there. I don't know. There are going to be some tough decisions that are made unless we're just going to carry 11 defensive linemen on a 53, which you can't do.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of options. But that goes back to what we talked about last year.
Yeah.
There are players that are not going to make this team that are going to be starting for another team week 1.
Yeah. That's right.
We used to be in that boat.
We used to be. People are going to be looking, who did the Browns cut? Let me see if I can get them in here. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. But there is a lot of talent in that defensive line room. All right, when we come back, we are going to go around the sports world, which is going to be fun. Some interesting stuff from the world of artificial intelligence. We've got scary story with Randall Cobb, and then a little update on the NBA draft as well. That's all coming your way when Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Bally Bet, sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns, returns on 850 ESPN Cleveland. All right, welcome back to Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Bally Bet, a sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns. Nathan Zagura, along with the great Gibby. And Gibby, we're going to go around the sports world here.
Hold on. I got a surprise for you.
What?
I got a surprise coming in the 2 o'clock hour, confirmed. But I got another surprise for you.
You have two surprises for me? What is this? It says Gibbs on it.
Am I on the camera?
But your mic's not plugged in.
I know, I'm working on it. Brock's got it.
This is unprecedented. Two surprise. So we have a surprise at 2 o'clock, and we have. Oh,
This. There we go.
there it is. A light.
This-
You would have known with a light.
This is an Emmy Award. This is for our content and production team
Yes.
and all the hard work and the sideline to sideline. Multiple. We won 3 Emmys.
Of course.
Lily won a major award for her editing and her
Really?
leadership. Yep.
A major
Shout out to
award.
her.
Did she get a lamp?
Our whole crew won. This belongs to me.
Where's mine?
So I have a little bit of news for you.
I didn't get one?
The quest continues.
What do you mean? They told me I got one. I got a bunch of texts about it.
Hold on. So this happened yesterday, and I wish you would have been here for this.
Okay.
Ricky comes in and goes, I am happy to present you with your first ever Emmy.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God.
That's
Like,
awesome.
I'm still like,
How's
Our-
this a surprise for me? Is
our-
your
our
other
video-
surprise better be better than this?
our video department, like they did all the work. And they're like,
course.
no, you were part of it, like with the radio and everything. And I said, I'm grateful for that opportunity. But like, it starts and stops with our video guys and girls
Totally.
and ladies.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're elites.
awesome at
Yes.
what they do. And in our marketing summit yesterday, a ton of praise and deservedly so heaped upon them. And
Yes.
so he brings it to me. I open it up. He goes, you got to open it. You got to see it. You got to open it. I open it. It has Griff's name on it.
What?
It has Griff got an Emmy because he was a shooter for a couple of the games. So he was not. Drew put him in as a nominee.
Okay.
I'm like, this is Drew's going away gift. This is Yellowstone's going away gift is to just go, actually, I didn't submit for you, Gibbs. I'm like, is this some joke? I'm dying laughing. Ricky, horrified. He goes, no, I have one for you. That's yours. I go, nope, that is not mine. That is Griff's.
Okay.
And I'm happy. I'm happier than ever for Griff. So he runs out before I can talk to him. Comes back. He goes, I found your Emmy. I said, awesome. I said, hey, like we should do something tomorrow on the air where we present, Zagura on the air. He turns another shade of white. He's like, so about that. I was like,
Yellowstone texted me and said I was on the list. He's like, you finally got it.
So because you are talent is exempt from winning an Emmy Award. They tried to slide you into a category to get the Emmy Award, like under content and production, and they're like, no, he's the talent. Something got mixed up in the communication. It came out you were talent, and you do not have an Emmy.
How's this a good surprise for me?
But I do. There we go.
Does that say Griff on it?
No, it doesn't. It says Jason Gibbs.
Are you
producer,
kidding me?
Cleveland Browns. I'm not kidding.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I go, well, you should be the one to tell Nathan this. And Ricky's like, okay. But then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I could tell him on the air. I will.
Why do you hate
No.
me?
I am telling you this because you deserve an Emmy.
One year, I guess I was eligible once, and they just forgot to put my name in.
Hold on, that was here. Where did that go?
Who knows?
You had a nominee.
I know. So how come I didn't get?
Ricky is trying. They're working on it, but because you are considered talent, you did not get an Emmy.
But isn't it for the show? I was a part of the show.
That's-
I was featured heavily.
I am aware.
in the show. My voice work, my face.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Are you, though?
But it's 1-0 Gibby.
Let me tell you
On the
something
Emmy
right
count.
now. Whatever
What's up?
whatever you just booked for 2 o'clock,
Yep.
better be the opposite side of the spectrum of this. This is a personal affront. This is a slap in the face.
Well, I mean, now that you're back and recovered, okay, I thought that your neck could take that news today.
This is outrageous.
I mean,
Listen,
I had my own wellness retreat.
Brock, we should go to commercial. I mean, this is craziness.
All right, I'm going to go back on the other side. We'll
Goodbye.
do around the sports world.
Goodbye. I thought you were coming to give me my Emmy that I was told by multiple people I was getting.
You're not getting one. You're not yet. We're working through it.
It's unreal. So the joke is we've won a bunch of Emmys. A couple of times they've forgotten to put me on there. Yada, yada, yada. All kinds of craziness. This time I get it. I'm getting texts from a bunch of people.
Who?
That feel like they would know. Stones, Ricky.
I don't know. I'm going off of what I was told.
I was told on Saturday, as I was lying around with an ice pack on my head.
Dude,
That
I
I
got
was
a
getting
text
an Emmy.
Saturday night. They're like, you're getting a trophy.
Yeah, that's what I got a text.
I am?
It said Nathan Zagura, Emmy winner.
But according to them, because your talent,
I had more to do with those sideline to sidelines than you did.
100%.
This is outrageous.
And yet,
This is outrageous.
uh,
You're so
look,
happy right now.
neither one of us had the
No, I didn't spend any time in there in the editing bay.
heck no. Yeah, I wasn't here till midnight.
I gave them
Ricky lives here in
Yes.
season. So does Lily and Noah and Connor and Fila and McDaniel
They're
and
legends.
CJ.
Stones at the time.
Vincenzo now. He's part of that. But in all seriousness, congrats to our content and production team.
Yeah, they're
3
amazing.
Emmys
They
this
deserve
past
it all.
weekend.
Yeah, they deserve it all.
All right, we're going to get you some answers. I hope everything is figured out by the time we get back.
I'm not. If I'm excluded, I'm excluded. Those are just the rules.
There's an appeal process.
This is like
There's
an.
some other
This isn't
things.
this is an
There's
emotional.
no PEDs involved.
This is an emotional guitar to the head.
Maybe you'll need another 8-day wellness retreat.
It was 36 hours intensive.
Well,
Thank
the
you.
next one will be 8.
All right, we're gonna go around the sports world now.
There you go.
This is unbelievable. An AI version of Al Michaels' voice, let's give that an Emmy, will narrate daily highlights during the Olympics for what will be called your daily Olympic recap on Peacock. What?
What about our boy Siciliano?
What about him?
Like, he's anchoring some of this. What
He is so Scott Hansen.
Why is Al Michaels need
He's
to?
narrating, but why is it an AI version? Why couldn't they get Al Michaels to just read it?
You think Al Michaels is like, it's a 6-hour time difference?
He's just to read something.
Narrate daily highlights.
He's just narrating it. There's an Emmy Award winner, Lily, the great Lily.
She turned her head away from you.
Yeah, she didn't even want to look this way. I don't associate with. I can't believe that I won an Emmy and was stripped of it in the time that I was hit by a guitar, went to a wellness retreat, and returned. So much has happened.
I don't get the Al Mike, like, NBC only has 200 people working on this.
Why is there
around
I just
the
don't
clock?
Know why do you need AI and why AI? Al Michaels?
Just have someone else do it.
Or have somebody else. Do
Yeah.
it.
I didn't understand that at all. Someone has to explain that.
Okay. All right. So we got that. There's that. Former Saints defensive back Steve Gleason will receive the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage at this year's ESPY Awards on July 11th. That's awesome. Gleason has been battling ALS since 2011 and has devoted his life to raising awareness about the disease, he's a very inspirational story. This is scary. Randall Cobb's Nashville, Tennessee home caught fire, burned down earlier this week. Cobb's wife posted on Instagram, "We were lucky to be alive. The cause of the fire was a Tesla Charger that caught fire in the garage and quickly spread throughout the house." That's very scary. Somebody who has a Tesla Charger in their garage.
What is going on?
I don't know. Mine's against like brick and like it's there's not a lot of wood in my garage. So I feel better about that.
I don't. Yeah, but you probably still have. I don't know. What's it up like? Is the wall? I can't remember the name of it. The type of wall.
I mean, it's just like a normal. Maybe they're different now. Mine is older, so it's just like goes into one of those like what is it like an 1100 socket, like the bigger, like a washing, like a dryer socket.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to it that I don't know. Well, I'm curious. Maybe he had like a turbocharger put in his house or something. I don't know.
It's pretty scary.
Very scary.
Glad everybody's all right. However, Brock brought it to my attention in the story. It talks about him like basically achieving greatness and being everything that he was on the football field as a member of the Dallas Cowboys. He was with the Cowboys for a season.
Randall Cobb is a Packer.
Thank you. It's the first thing I told young Brock. Brock's like, I know. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. Whoever wrote the story made a big deal about the fact he was a former Cowboy receiver.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of the draft last night?
I did not because I was returning from my wellness retreat.
I didn't recognize anybody on the stage except for like two people.
I know the kid that was that Bo.
Yep, I knew him.
NBC brought to what's his name? Reed Cunningham.
Yeah,
from Kentucky.
Reed Shepherd
from
Kentucky.
Yeah, there was a Cade Cunningham. I think that was like another.
There was a
was
there a Cunningham that went?
No, I think that was last year.
Dillingham, also Kentucky.
Bunch of French guys. It was basically only French guys and Kentucky players at the beginning. I don't know. I can't believe nobody took a shot on Bronny James. I mean, I know it's not a first round talent, but I'm surprised nobody was like, all right, let's go for it.
So here's my conspiracy theory. Was every team told, don't even think about it? Like, this is the first year the NBA is doing a 2-night event.
He's getting drafted.
100% he's going today. Mm-hmm. Was the NBA like
save that for
save
the
it
intrigue
like
of day 2?
Because this is our first year doing a 2-day, and everybody knows the second round of the draft, NBA draft. What is that?
I don't know if you can tell teams who they can and cannot draft, but it would make sense from a TV perspective.
Yeah, because now you're watching because he's going to get drafted today.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, he's going to get drafted today, and who pulls the trigger is going to be unbelievable.
I mean, it would be an amazing story if he didn't get drafted.
I think he's getting drafted.
There's no way he's not. You at least take a flyer on the kid. I still think he should have gone to Duquesne, played for Drew Joyce.
It probably would have been better than what he did, but interesting. Yeah, I think that'll be the one. The Cavs last night, by the way, selected 6'6" shooting guard Jalen Tyson from Cal. I watched some of his highlights. Seems like a smooth player, can shoot, play a little D. That's kind of what you need to be in the NBA these days. So hopefully he's there. Not as big as maybe you were looking for. I don't know that I'd call him a wing per se, but hopefully he can shoot the basketball. If he can do that, it'll be just fine. That will be good. All right, so coming up in hour number 2, I'm going to tell you right now, if whatever this little surprise that you have planned for me here, Gibbe, in hour 2, if it's not better than this Emmy gut punch you just gave me, I'm out of here.
Okay. I don't think you will be because this is your your second day of work this week.
I'm excited.
It's your last day. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. I had to go to a wellness retreat. I was unwell.
Okay. Well, you didn't get hurt here. You got hurt
it's a good
wrestling.
It's a good thing I have a lot of vacation days that I'm able to use.
I do whatever I can to accommodate the vacation days. You know this.
I know. Well, sometimes you need emergency ones. They used to call them sick days, but they take those don't exist anymore for the kids out there. Now it's just all your paid time off is what your paid time off is. All right, hour number 2 coming up. We've got Gibbe's surprise for me. Yippee! we've got, and this I'm actually excited to do, is to go on the Mount Rushmores of every single team. I think is going to be awesome. I'm excited to go through that and take some guesses, take some swings at that. We've got Mailbag Thursday, and I already see Bobby doing good work along with Ned Fox Plimpton doing great work out there. So tweet your questions to me at Nathan Segura, at Browns_daily. Use the hashtag AskCBD and get your mailbag questions in there. So we've got that, and then we'll be wrapping it up. And we've got a good lineup of some cool stuff for you guys over the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a tough time, as you guys know, in the NFL world. There is not a whole lot that is going on. But this is a team that's great. This is a team that we're not even really worried about, like at this time. The biggest outstanding issue right now facing the Cleveland Browns is what's going to happen with Amari Cooper's contract situation. That's it. We saw Deshaun throw in minicamp. We know he's going to be full go for training camp. If you're on the internet, you've seen all of the videos of everything that he's been doing, so you know that he has been highly active. Let's go. It's a good time to be a Browns fan. It's a different kind of off season. Different kind of off season than it used to be. Oh, also in the sports world, congrats to Trevor Lawrence and his wife Marissa. They are just announced that they are going to be having a child. Gibbe signs a big contract. Going to have a child. Good for him.
Whole world's changing, buddy. Godspeed.
It is. There's no doubt about it. All right. Hour number 2, Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Bally Bet here on 850 ESPN Cleveland. All right, welcome into hour number 2 of Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Ballybet, a sports betting partner of your Cleveland Browns, now live in Ohio. Nathan Zagura and Emmy Award winner Jason Gibbs. You gotta learn how to turn your microphone on.
Hold on, I'm muted.
They should take your Emmy.
I wasn't an Emmy winner for the radio show.
Well, that's really more. It's really more your what you do there, Gibby. But I'm glad that you did get it. I still can't believe they just like sussed me out. They're like, oh no, we know that name.
To see Ricky not once but twice turn a shade of white that I've never seen of him and be like, are you all right? And he's like, no, I'm really not okay. Like, this was not.
You need to tell him that I've made it.
I'm assuming you've texted him already.
I did. I've made it this far without it. It's not going to define me. It just was hilarious given how New Rob Lowe those many years ago stabbed me in the back. That one I fully deserved. New Rob. He actually reached out to me on Twitter today, supporting me in my quest.
I saw New Rob at Stone's going away party.
New Rob.
It was great to see him. He's doing really well.
Oh, of course he is.
Like, he and his wife traveled the world.
Yeah, thriving.
They are all over the place.
Thriving. It's great to see.
All right. You ready for your surprise?
Just let it be good. Come on, we're a week out from my birthday.
It's 1 week from today.
Yeah.
1 week from today.
Yeah. 46.
46. I mean, I don't know if you're going to make it to 47 or not. Because maybe I don't know what's happening on July 13th, but I got a guy on the hotline that he may have. Mike Vrabel helped me out because he's a friend of his. I believe it's the 2-time Hall of Famer and the 12-time 12. I don't know why you're doing this, Zagura. The 12-time world champion, Jeff Jarrett, is on the Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea
like
hotline.
These, who needs enemies, Gibby?
I'm crushing you today.
You are absolutely crushing me. Is this really Jeff Jarrett?
Nathan, shut your trap, my friend. Just shut up. Me and Gibbs, my man, has kind of seen the light, Gibbs. We're taking over. The king of the mountain, the last outlaw, the 2-time Hall of Famer, the 12-time world heavyweight champion, and the man who laid your A double money signs out Saturday night. And then you want to go on this wellness retreat? You are as weak. I mean, literally, you are as weak as Deshaun. You are as weak as the Cleveland Browns defensive line. You are as weak as Chubb. My man Henry owned him year after year after year after year. Now he's going to beat you all up twice a year with the Ravens. I mean, Nathan, you are so far out of your league. I mean, let's just face it. Tennessee has saved Cleveland. The Haslam family has saved Cleveland. I mean, you know, the Haslam knows that Nash Vegas is the place to be. I mean, home of Taylor Swift, home of country music, but most importantly for this call, home of Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Nathan, how are you doing today? You talking a little football, talking a little birthday? You know, what happened? Your tongue twisted, your tongue tied? Did you
I'm just going to let
vocal cord surgery as you went on your wellness tree?
I'm going to let you.
Like, can you say anything?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I can, Jeff Jarrett. And the thing about it is, yes, I did have to go on a wellness retreat. You're right. I was out of my element, and you put a guitar right over my head. And so I went on this retreat, got my mind and body right. I got.
Wait. Hold on, Nathan. Before you say anything, Gibbs, I've been traveling all day. I was in Buffalo last night, the home of the Music City Miracle, if you want to go back in time, where I wore my Titans jersey out there. And the fans of Buffalo love me, but I haven't heard a guitar shot in quite some time. You wouldn't happen to have just a sound effect to get me in the mood today, do you? I don't know.
I will work on that,
This is an unbelievable conspiracy. This is unbelievable.
What are you talking about?
This is unbelievable.
I mean,
you in cahoots with Gibby. It's
so
enough that you come out here and attack me with members only. You mock me. By the way, the Cleveland Browns, last time they faced the Tennessee Titans, 27-3 right here in Cleveland.
Listen, Nathan,
those are just the facts.
So much hot air. let's go. You remember 2019? Oh, the Browns were going to do this. The Browns were going to do that. Oh, they was just shouting at the top of their lungs.
On the cover of Sports Illustrated, yeah.
Just stomp a mud hole. Did we just not destroy you boys to open in the season? I mean,
43-13. Yes, you did.
Famous. Yeah. I mean, Cleveland. It is what it is. I mean, hell, LeBron left y'all twice. That just says it all. Do I need to go any further? I mean, Gibbs literally has begged and pleaded. He said, "Hey, man, can you get Mike Keith, who's the voice of the Tennessee Titans? Hey, can you maybe set up maybe a Zoom call? Gibbs is. I mean, and that's on there's a whole laundry list. I mean, Vrabel, we know what he's doing right now. He's up there. He's coming back to the Titans. He's moving and shaking, and he's going to kind of cherry pick some guys. He'll be back in the Titans before you know it. It's just that simple."
Well, Vrabel did tell Gibbs, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know this, that he's worried about me because I'm so out of my league with the 12-time world champion. And listen, Here's the thing. Last time, I didn't see you coming. This time, I do see you coming. And while you may say, going to my wellness retreat, I must be weak, I had to heal up. I'm a 45-year-old man about to be 46. I will say, though, I do find it interesting that you felt that you needed to bring in a 7'4", 450-pound giant in Satnam Singh when all you're going against is the color commentator of the Cleveland Browns, and now obviously some very decorated AIW superstars and Josh Bishop and Filthy Tom Lawler and Hardway Holloway, but there's a little respect there. And at some point, you and I are going to get in there one-on-one. You embarrassed me. You hurt me in front of my family, in front of my friends, and they are all going to be there at Absolution 17, July the 13th, and it is the fight of my life. You want to win this match? You want to win a lot of matches. You have won a lot of matches. I need to win this match, Jeff Jarrett. I need to win this match more than you could ever imagine. And I'm going to do everything over the next 16 days to do that.
You need to do a lot of things, and you are out of your league, just like the Cleveland Browns. They need to win, but they don't. Are they out of the league at the NFL? They're in a lot of ways, you guys are just like a developmental team for the rest of the NFL. It's just kind of it's that simple. Let me ask you something, Nathan. And I don't want to come across ornery or in a bad mood or cross. I got a ton of respect for your bosses who've allowed me some airtime today. And Gibbs, I'll Venmo you the little cash that we have going on there. But
this is unbelievable.
Let me just ask you something. It's the summertime, and so Nathan, I'm being serious. Did you wake up this morning? Have you seen your children today?
I have not seen my children today. They are actually out of town.
Yes or
no.
So that's kind of a blessing. You haven't had to look them eye to eye. Have you seen them since Saturday night?
Yes.
Have you had to you have.
Yes.
Did you apologize for being less of a man about getting your butt whipped? Have you looked like you got a daughter and a son, and you've said, "Hey, I know y'all have looked up to me, but Jeff Jarrett exposed me Saturday night. Will you forgive me?" Did you have that conversation yet?
No, we haven't had that conversation. What they said is, I can't believe that Jeff Jarrett needed a chair, he needed a guitar, and he needed two people to hold you there after he hit you with the stroke, one of the most devastating moves that have beaten every legend in the business.
Nathan, shut your mouth. Let me talk to Gibbs. Gibbs, let me ask you something. Do you know who members only is, Gibbs?
I am aware. I'm aware of all parties
members
involved.
Jabroni.
So members only. Either member of the team, are they over 5'5"? No, I'll give you the answer. Do they weigh over 175 pounds? No.
I don't think so.
A bully in Nathan, a flat-out bully last month. I mean, he jumped one members only from behind, and then he had three of his other little cronies. I don't know if they work for the Browns organization or if they're practice member squads or whatever it was. But, I mean, they beat up on my guys. I mean, I am a loyal friend. I know you guys don't know anything about loyalty in Cleveland because who wouldn't want to be loyal to that town? But with that being said, Nathan, you did my guys wrong. So I'm only being a very, very fair, loyal friend. And so I made it be known. I actually introduced you to my wife in public. Did she not come out and say, "Hey, Nathan, My name is Karen Jarrett.
Yes, she did.
I want to officially introduce myself to you. She's a sweet lady. I mean, a very sweet lady.
She is.
You had two hooligans with you. One guy ears looked like they're come off of, a different planet. And then you got that psycho guy. I was merely protecting myself and kind of clearing the runway, clearing the field. And then you turned around and had that look in your eye. I had to, at self-defense. I took matters into my own hand. You got way out of line. You brought all of this on yourself. And so July 13th, we'll settle it. And I hope your wife is there because
She'll be there.
cannot wait to tell her what a loser of a husband you have on your hands. God bless you and your family.
Jeff Jarrett, here's the thing. I have nothing to lose. I'm not supposed to win this match. You have everything to lose.
You don't have nothing left. You're not going to find you have nothing to lose. You're right. You live in Cleveland. Your freaking team. I mean, the Titans are a real organization with a real stadium.
Were they in the playoffs last year? Because the Cleveland Browns were. So, just saying.
Are you going to interrupt my good story with facts?
Yes, in fact, I am at this point. Because the good news is that right now we can talk. And listen, what you've done right now is not only attacked me. You've attacked the entire city of Cleveland. You've attacked this very proud, historic organization in the Cleveland Browns. And so you're going to be coming into a very hostile environment, just like the Tennessee Titans did last year, week 2 of the 2023 NFL season. The Browns, 27-3, a beatdown. And you're going to come into that same environment on July the 13th at Absolution 17, Jeff Jarrett. And you're talking real comfy from far away. Well, we're going to have an opportunity to talk with our fists and with our bodies in the center of that ring, and I can't wait for it. I cannot wait. I'm going to train every second. The way I prepare for games, to call Browns games, you would have believed the preparation, the dedication. I'm doing that to get ready to face you. That's how much respect I have for you, and I do. I have the utmost respect for you. And I'm not a professional wrestler, but I'm a man, Jeff Jarrett. I'm a man, and you put me down. You should have kept me down. You didn't.
Buddy, in 2024, the word man is used very loosely. So I'm going to let you slide on that. Gibbs knows exactly what I'm talking about. But Gibbs, let me ask you something. Walking around that Browns facility, have you seen anybody in this facility that weighs over 440 pounds? That's a yes or no.
That's a no. No.
Okay.
DeJuan Jones is close.
Anybody in the Browns facility? I don't. Close doesn't make a damn. Do you have anybody in the facility that's maybe over 7'4"?
No, we do not.
Okay, so Satnam Singh, 7'4", 442 pounds. Truly, check it out on Netflix. His documentary, 1 in a Billion. That man is going to be rolling into town. And Nathan, like I said, you brought it all on your own. I don't have to do anything. My man Satnam is going to take care of you and Lawler and the jabroni, whatever the Holloway kid's name is, Psycho,
Josh Bishop,
whatever they are. Like, you know what you should do? Why don't you bring, you know what? Bring the entire Browns secondary. They can't catch anything anyway, and if you want to bring the offensive line, they can't block. So bring the entire Browns organization. It really doesn't matter. You're taking the loss for sure, just like the Browns will the rest of this year.
All right, that's just about enough. That's just about enough. You and Gibbe conspiring to ruin my day. Look, we have the date. July 13th, we will settle it. The time for talk will be over, thank goodness. Because, Jeff Jarrett, all I do when I go to sleep is I see you about to unleash that guitar. All I do when I wake up in the morning is see the image of you hitting me over the head with that guitar. And all I can think about is my revenge. And you're right, you have a giant. Guess what? In my promos, I'm not a dummy. You didn't knock every brain cell out of me. I said, ignore this, Saddam Singh. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of you. Jeff Jarrett, I do want a part of you. Members Jabroni, I do want a part of you, and I'm going to get some. Whether it results in a loss or not, I'm going to go down with everything I've got. And if I just so happen, Jeff Jarrett, to catch you, to catch members only slipping and get that 1, 2, 3, oh, baby, it is going to be the day, the night, the year of my life. And this city, now that you have offended, is going to turn out in droves to see me beat you. And it will be the sweetest thing for me, and it'll be the worst night of your life, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, baby, you won't ever live that one down.
Gibbs, I now know exactly why You have just been blowing my phone up since Saturday night. I gave you a little ray of sunshine. Do you have to put up with this moron 5 days a week?
More than that,
Do you
honestly.
have to put up with that garbage?
Depends on the time of year. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's a little less.
This is
Well, you don't
unbelievable.
get paid enough. I don't have a clue what you make, but I got to talk to the Haslam. You got to get paid more if you're going to have to deal with.
I'm
this
on
kind of
board.
stuff.
This is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, Gibbs is my man. Yeah, we kicked off our relationship real good. I mean, he started blowing my phone up at about 10:30 Saturday night. I thought he was like, "Who is this Cleveland area code buzzing me?" But Karen picked up and she was just like, "Hey, it's a guy named Gibbs," and I think he hates Nathan as bad as you do. I said, "Well, let me have the phone," and me and Gibbs started the relationship right there.
Fast friends.
We got a few more surprises to come for you, pal.
Well,
Yep. Yeah,
July
Nathan, it
13th
is,
can't get here soon
hey,
enough because I can't handle this
Mr.
anymore.
Jarrett, I do have your effect for you. Kevin, if you'd hit it.
Oh, Nathan, does that put a smile on your face?
No.
You gotta just like
No.
your heart palpitations. You feel yeah, it is. Yeah, can we hear it one more time, maybe?
Now he's calling out shots to the board ops. What is going on here? No, you know what that does is every time that gives me a traumatic flashback to that moment, and it just strengthens my resolve, and it makes me want to leave the studio right now, honestly, go to the gym, get in the ring, and train, and do everything that I can to give you my absolute best, because that's what you're going to get, Jeff Jarrett. You know you don't think you have to give me anything. You can beat me at 10% most likely, but you're going to get 100% of me. I'm going to do everything that I can to ruin your night and make you feel the pain and the humiliation that you made me feel in front of my friends and family. That's it. That's it. You
Well,
pushed
you're
me,
full
and now you've got
you're-
Gibbe. So
you're
now you've
full.
upset me. Now it's it's over the line. It's enough to attack me with a guitar. It's another thing to befriend Gibbe and become thief of joy in another aspect of my life.
Well, Gibbs was just telling me before we came on the line earlier this morning when we were talking about this, he actually did reference a traumatic callback or a flashback. He said it's when your wife said I do. She's like, what have I got myself into? I mean, I'm seeing this footage over and over. He's the laughing stock of not just the Cleveland Browns organization, not just all the employees, not the weight room, not the training facility, but like the entire city of Cleveland. We're talking the Guardians. We're talking the Browns. We're talking the Cavs. We're talking anybody in that town who really lives and breathes and dies by Cleveland, and they've got Nathan. That's a traumatic callback. That's a traumatic flashback.
All
Nathan,
right.
you're fighting for your entire city.
I am.
And guess what? Gibbs is on my side, and that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, my man. Gibbs,
Well, let's-
you're the man.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Cut him off.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
That is
Get him out of
that is
here.
beautiful.
It is not. You know, it's going to be beautiful when me and the entire city of Cleveland hand you the beating of a lifetime at Absolution 17, July the 13th at the Masonic Temple. Tickets on Ticketmaster. I need you, Cleveland. I need you because I clearly can't trust Gibbe anymore, and I certainly can't trust Jeff Jarrett, members only, and I want no part of Satnam Singh. So cut him off. That's it. We're going to break. I cannot believe what has just happened here. Cleveland Browns Daily, 850 ESPN Cleveland.
Kevin, you're not sorry.
I mean, he's got Gibby immediately on his side.
Before we go, like, I don't condone the negative Browns talk.
Well, me
like,
neither.
You can't take a shot at Nick Chubb, and you certainly can't take a shot at our quarterback.
No, they were injured.
Like, come on, you can't.
This guy is one of the most dastardly heels in the history of the business. Of course, he's going to run down Cleveland. Of course, he's going to run down the Browns.
Either, but so maybe I, in looking back, maybe not the greatest decision.
Maybe you're hasty. Your desire for my sadness.
Maybe I also will rally the city to your defense on July 13th.
We need it. I need everybody there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Well, good. Then I'm happy. Sometimes things sound better in theory. Oh, what would make Nathan sad? He just gets medically cleared. He's feeling good. He's back. He's got his zest back again. I'm going to go slam him in hour number 1.
Maybe I'll give him
I'm going to slam him in hour number 1 with the Emmy. And then in hour number 2, I'm going to actually call Jeff Jarrett, ask him to come on the show and harass me.
Hey, it happens.
I said it.
I'm not the only radio host in this city. I believe the cousin of Mo Pedman wants the two of you in studio.
Well, I hope that we can give that to him, the cousin of Mo Pedman. Unbelievable.
Just saying.
Oh, man.
That was a little wild, a little crazy. Didn't know what was coming next. Had the dump button ready.
Unfortunately, that's what happens.
You got that right.
That's what
Kevin and I had minor coronaries for 20 minutes.
In this business, and that's why I am... This is it. This is it for me. I got in it, and that's it.
I need you to come out of this unscathed, and I'm a little concerned about that still.
I'm going to be unscathed. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I listen, I'm going to do everything I can. And right now you're talking about, now I feel like I'm not only fighting for me, I'm fighting for the Cleveland Browns.
You're fighting for the city.
I'm fighting for the city of Cleveland, the region of Northeast Ohio, the world's team, the backers of the world's team all around the planet. I promise you, I'm going to give you guys everything I got. All right. I have to finish this show as a professional with you. By the way, he did advocate for you to get a raise. I'm sure you're happy with that.
I signed up for that. By the way, LeBron did leave us twice.
He did have some facts. There's no
not because of the city, but LeBron leaving twice was unacceptable. Bronny didn't get drafted last night. It's a shame.
I think he will tonight.
He will today.
Unbelievable. All right. Told you a little Mount Rushmore. We're going to save the rest of the teams because we got a mailbag coming up as well. But the Browns Mount Rushmore. So this was NFL Network and NFL Films combined to release every team's Mount Rushmore. The four best, most important players in team history.
What it was? Every franchise's 4 most important players.
Okay.
Can you give me the Browns?
Jim Brown.
Yes.
Otto Graham.
Yes.
Lou Groza.
Yes. You're 3 for 3. Look at you go.
Ooh, I might get it then.
Yeah.
I feel like the other one's got to be the Hoff.
Number 4 is the Hoff.
Wow.
4 for 4, buddy.
Well, I just went.
The day's getting better for you.
I just went with who's got a conference room named after him, and that got me 3 of them. And then whose street are we on? That's the 4th. So it feels to me like that's the right call.
The honorable mentions: Ozzie Newsome.
No, hold on. Ozzie Newsome, Marion Motley.
Yes.
2
more.
Ozzie Newsome, Marion Motley, Myles Garrett.
No.
All older stuff then.
Yes.
Paul Warfield.
No. I know. I guessed. Brock had me guess yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, "What about Dante Lavelli?" He said no. I'm like,
no.
Oof.
Okay, give him to me.
Bill Willis.
Uh-huh.
And Leroy Kelly.
Leroy Kelly over Myles and Paul Warfield. Did Paul Warfield make it somewhere else? Was he considered? Probably. I mean, maybe. Well, did he play for the Dolphins? I want to say. Is that right?
No, he was not with the Dolphins. No. I don't think he did.
All right.
I will say this, a little airing of the grievances, and I don't want to – we're going to talk through this one. No. On a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Minnesota's Mount Rushmore.
Okay, hold on. John Randall.
No.
What?
I know.
Randy Moss.
No. Brock went through this with me, and I was like, you have got to be kidding. The Vikings Mount Rushmore, according to them. Alan Page.
Okay. Yeah.
Adrian Peterson.
Hold on. Randall McDaniel?
No. Fran Tarkington and Chris Carter.
Wait a second. Did you say Chris Carter over Randy Moss?
Yes.
Hold on a second right now.
I'm like, and by the way, he's not on the Patriots either.
Randy Moss is not on anybody's Mount Rushmore?
No.
And he's the second greatest receiver ever?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, there's one team I got to bring up and one airing of grievances here, and it's a major one.
Hold on a second. I got to look something up real quick. It's so nice, by the way. The new iPad is very fast. I still can't believe you, Gibby. Unbelievable. All right. Chris Carter, 12-year career with Minnesota. So that's substantial. 12,383 yards and 110 touchdowns in 12 years. So he basically averaged for 12 years 1,000 yards and almost 10 touchdowns a season. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Randy's not going to have as much. Let's see. And while he was there,
how many years?
He made 8 straight Pro Bowls. He was 12 seasons with Minnesota. He made 8 straight Pro Bowls and 2 first-team All-Pros in that. Randy Moss. See, I just don't think Moss is going to have as many years, but it doesn't matter. To me, it's his singular greatness. Randy Moss played for the Minnesota Vikings for 8 seasons. He had 9,316 yards and 92 touchdowns, so his per-season numbers are definitely better. His yards per catch was 16. He was a 3-time first-team All-Pro with Minnesota and a 5-time Pro Bowler in 6 seasons.
I guess maybe Carter was more influential. But
Randy was no. They were there together for a lot of the same time, and Randy Moss was the guy. Randy Moss led the NFL in touchdowns 3 times as a member of the Minnesota Vikings. He had 1,300, 1,400, 1,400, 1,200, 1,300, 1,600 yards. The only year he was under 1,000 was 2004 when he had 767. Then he went to Oakland for 2, and then he goes to New England. Like, you should be on New England's Mount Rushmore. I mean, 3 seasons in New England in just 3 years. Well, they counted as 4, but it's really 3 full seasons and then 4 games of another. He had 3,904 yards and 50 touchdowns. Randy Moss.
How's he not even on the Patriots?
Randy Moss is absolutely first ballot, needs to be 100% on there. 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. We'll get into more of that when we come back from break.
Yeah. I think that's good stuff. I think that's fun stuff. I like these types of things. No Randy Moss is wild to me. Adrian Peterson, I get. I'm surprised that John Randall's not on. I'm surprised that Randall McDaniel.
Like, that's what Brock's like, well, who would you put on? I was like, blank, blank, blank.
Alan Page is definitely worthy. Alan Page is Hall of Famer, 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro. Yeah, he's for sure. John Randall, I believe, might actually have better. John Randall, I thought we looked up, was a 6-time first-team All-Pro. 6-time, including he was 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 6. He was first-team All-Pro for 6 straight seasons. That doesn't happen very often. That's like the Hoff and Bobby Wagner, I think, there's pretty rarefied air to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Mailbag time.
Tweet
us your questions for Z at Browns_daily. Ask him anything.
I'm going to have to go to another wellness.
Maybe I'll have Jarrett
what you've done.
Tweet you.
That's okay. No, he's done and said and more than enough. I can't believe it. The look on your face, the Joy. The joy. The joy. Unbelievable. All right, we'll be back. Mailbag. Cleveland Browns Daily brought to you by Bally Bet. All right, welcome back into Cleveland Browns Daily Mailbag Thursday, presented by Cross Country Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Browns. When it comes to financing, we always get you home. Visit ccm.com today. Equal housing opportunity, NMLS 3029. Hello, Gibby.
Hi, Z. You got 20 minutes, buddy. 20 minutes.
Sorry, Z.
I don't know. It's not
Kevin, stop apologizing.
The time is not. It's more the wounds that you can't see. I've had wounds recently that you could see. Now I have wounds that you can't see inside my heart.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
From you.
As soon as you tee off this afternoon, you'll be fine. You can tweet your questions to @Browns_daily. Walt Chico. Shout out, Johnny. Jeff Jarrett is going to completely embarrass Segura. I can't wait to watch the beatdown.
Really?
Enough from
That's
the
what you started
clown.
with?
After today's wide-ranging and personal treachery by Gibby, would you give him a guitar smash over the head?
He's certainly deserving of it, but no. I love you too much.
Thank you. Zedric Montemir. Who would be your Browns Mount Rushmore from 99 to present? I feel like that's a segment for another day, but I like
99 to present. In terms of like most important Cleveland Browns,
Yeah.
probably Joe Thomas,
Yep.
Joel Bitonio, Nick Chubb, Kevin Stefanski.
So I would go.
I thought about Baker.
I would go Hoff. I would go Miles.
Oh, Miles. Miles should be. That's no. Miles is on there. So Joe Thomas, Miles Garrett, Nick Chubb, and then either Bitonio or Stefanski or Denzel Ward. Or Baker. I thought about Baker too.
I would go those two. I just had one. Shoot.
If you're going just like at the peak of their powers, who would be on there? Josh Gordon would be on there because Josh Gordon's 1 year is singularly the best year a receiver's ever had in this organization's history.
There were too many times where he
too much stuff. No, yeah. I think it's Hoff, Miles at automatics, Nick Chubb automatic, and then Bitonio is going to be a gold jacket.
If you're talking about most important,
Baker could be there.
I would not put him on. I would put Jarvis on.
Jarvis. Yeah, I like Jarvis. I think Kevin Stefanski
Culture changer.
Kevin Stefanski is probably a good answer to that too. I mean, he's the guy's 2-time coach of the year in 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, from a stats standpoint, I mean, it's Hoff, it's Miles, it's Phil Dawson, and
Phil Dawson
and Chubb probably, or Cribbs.
Chubb. Cribbs is a good one.
That's
too.
what I mean.
Cribbs is
like,
an honorable good.
Boy, there is some discussion there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Brock say.
I think you've got
Bo gets back.
I mean, listen, Joel Bitonio, first of all, is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, he probably should be on there. If you're going just best players, but if it's most important, I think Chubb, heart and soul of this team. I mean, I can't believe he threw in a shot about Derrick Henry going to the Ravens.
I did not sign off on the Nick Chubb. No one will besmirch Nick Chubb or Deshaun Watson.
Nick Chubb is an absolute
any players on this organization.
He is a pillar of this town, and
yeah.
Just like Nick Chubb is going to overcome a devastating injury that many people thought could be career-threatening, I'm going to overcome. I have to.
I just need you to be upright come Monday. Actually, Tuesday, because you're probably going to need a wellness day.
Yeah, give me a day.
Richie Fox, this is Mount Rushmore of Dastardly Deeds by
yes,
Gibby.
It is.
Bud Lighter, man. Gibby is brilliant. Sell. I feel a pay-per-view.
Why would somebody say that?
Mike Holmgren's playoff tickets. BG Issue Gibbs, wow, what a heel turn from the formerly great Gibby. Knife meat back. I kept waiting for Z to bust out the Macho Man voice. # Trader Gibbs. Eric Graham, that interview was awesome. I had a couple people text me. They were like, I don't even know a whole lot about wrestling. This is great. Bobby wants to know if I'm showing up dressed like real Jeff Jarrett to the AIW wrestling.
It feels
since you're
like
such
it.
a big fan. Have to wait and see.
And I got one that's more for you than me from Ed Helsinki. What pairs with your wings, creamy blue cheese or ranch? Definitely not blue cheese for me.
I love blue cheese.
Ugh.
Some celery and blue cheese. Absolutely. I like ranch too, though.
Yeah.
Peepaw Gibby. Zagura's burner account. Peepaw, you pull up to the golf course with the hooligans. What's your first beverage of choice to begin your round, and where do you go from there? Or Z as well.
I like to, if I'm golf, I don't drink a ton while I golf, but if I do, I'll have like a transfusion or like a John Daly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a traditional Bud Light guy.
Yeah,
I'll open a Bud Light. Golf League happened last night, by the way, in the weather and everything. I left here at 4:30.
Yeah.
Raining sideways. And I'm like, I don't feel like this is going to be a good decision.
No.
Get to the golf course after the first hole. Sun came out. Beautiful night. Shot one of my best rounds ever, and I lost. I shot a 42, and I lost.
Oh, man. What happened?
The great Cole. Not Cole the punter.
Unbelievable.
But the man who is responsible for the Hooligans hats.
Yeah, great
Former
hat.
champion in the Hooligans League.
Yeah.
Shot his I maybe his best round ever. Shot a 41. Beat me.
Wow. So that's two guys just playing elite golf. By the way, this is you since you say it's my burner account. Here's a question from my burner account, which means would really be committing to throw you off the scent. Hey, boys, coming to the Chargers game from Canada with my brother. I'm an only child. I live not in Canada. Give me a rundown of an ideal weekend in Cleveland, Friday to Monday. Where are we going? What are we doing? Cheers. So I think you probably want to stay like downtown, maybe stay in that,
especially for game day.
Hilton where you can look over and see into the stadium. You probably want to go to Town Hall at some point if you want a big, nice steak dinner. Marble Room down there is awesome.
My boy Rocco at Fahrenheit.
The
whole Fahrenheit experience
Fahrenheit is
now.
Money, that's a must. So those are some restaurants
Lago.
for you. Lago
for post game maybe. Lago could be Lago's a good post game.
Lago's great. Sora right next door.
The Map Room, if you just want a
Fabio.
good hole in the wall bar, is still one of my favorites. Johnny's Little Bar.
And go to the Dive Bar.
The Dive Bar. Oh yeah.
And go to what's the one right across? Why can't I'm blanking on it? Right across the street from Dive Bar, like a little bit up the street, but across the street, where all the players go there. We went there.
I know.
Blind Pig?
Pig? Blind Pig is no longer there.
Pig.
Barley
Barley
House.
House.
I miss you, buddy. Hope
Barley
all's
House. Barley House.
Barley House.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Barley House. Yep. Town Hall you want to check out. So, yeah, there's less of – I think if you're a football fan, you really should go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I think that's a must. It's a must thing to do. If you stay downtown, the West Side Market is awesome on West 25th. There's a lot to Cleveland. The flats are great. There's a lot of good stuff here. But I definitely, if you're a football fan and you're coming in, you definitely should go all the way to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's worth it. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is also awesome.
A gentleman tweeted at us, what seats should I buy for SummerSlam? I've never been to a stadium show before, worried I'll miss the show because of a pillar. There's no pillars.
There's no pillars, and it's a football stadium. You want to be...
Well, we did have a stadium back in the day.
With pillars, but this is a modern stadium. Well, I don't know about that either, but it is a modern-ish stadium. There are no pillars, no obstructive seats. When you think about that type of a show, you either want to be in the first few rows. I mean, that's ideal, but that's going to come with a very, very hefty price tag.
Correct.
What you don't want to be is many rows back on the floor. If there are risers on the floor, be on the risers, or you want to be in the lower bowl of the stadium, but in the stadium seats so you have some elevation to see over everybody. You will be amazed when you think about a football field is 100 yards by 65 yards. So that's 300 feet by 195 feet. A wrestling ring is 20 feet by 20 feet. That's how small it is. So like when you're in a football stadium and a wrestling ring is in the center of it, it is not big. So you've got to be close enough that you can kind of see the action, but you either have to be all the way up there or you've got to be on with some elevation so that you can see.
True. I always like being in the lower bowl, whether it's inside or outside. The floor is tough unless you're sitting right there.
I was only able to get up top. All the way up top.
All the way?
For a stadium? Like if you're in the first 5 rows?
In the front?
On the upper deck?
Of the upper deck? Yeah, that's fine too.
I think it's like that, yeah.
You got to be close. If you're the farther away you go, you've got to be up in the front of the sections because you're far. It's far. And it's not big. And then what happens is you could end up watching a lot of it on the screen, which is not what you didn't go there to watch it on the screen.
All right, that is today's mailbag. We are up against it, kids.
All right, that's today's mailbag. Still so much more to come here. Cleveland Browns, I still can't believe the things that have happened on this show today. Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Ballybet, a sports betting partner. Your Cleveland Browns now live in Ohio. All right, here's our lineup for next week and change here on CBD. Not a change to CBD, but our lineup. Victory Friday, number 8 tomorrow, featuring our game against the Jags. That was certainly a fun one and a huge one coming off of that 2-game losing streak out on the West Coast. Well, Denver and then L.A. Back home, Jim Donovan back on the call. They were at the time, I think, 8-4, leading the AFC South. You knew it felt like a playoff game. You had to have it, and you got it. Next Monday, July the 1st, will be our CBD Best Of Coaches Edition. So you're going to hear from a lot of the new coaches, Ken Dorsey, Deuce Staley, off the top of my head. You're going to hear from a lot of people on the staff, Bubba Ventrone.
July 2nd, Tuesday, CBD Best Of New Editions.
Yep.
Wednesday, First Friday, Victory Friday, number 9, recapping the win over the Bears, and then we're off until July the 8th for the holidays. One last thing.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Is this a swerve? Were you swerving me the whole time?
I was.
I can't handle it. I don't know if this undoes everything that you've done, but it's pretty close. So you made all that up?
I've had the video department rolling for.
Put your mic on.
I've had the video department rolling for the last 90 minutes on you. Your expressions, everything. Everybody's been in on it. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
You are
Dad.
officially an Emmy Award winner.
Well, thank you. How do I even open? I don't know how to open these.
You
I've never had one
those-
before.
You slide these off.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably
This way.
Got to turn.
There we go. I'm going to do that.
There you go.
Oh, baby.
There you go.
God, this is substantial, Gibby.
It is substantial.
I don't know if this undoes what you did with Jeff Jarrett, but
It doesn't. I'm fine.
It's pretty good. Let's see. There it is. Nathan Zagura, commentator, Cleveland Browns. That's right. I've got an Emmy now. Thank you, Gibby.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just when I thought I hated you, you go completely redeem yourself.
That's right.
Have a great 4th, everybody. Happy and healthy. I'll see you next year when I'm 46 years old. I love y'all. And Cleveland, I need you. You heard the dastardly Jeff Jarrett even roped Gibby in for a little bit. I need you. July the 13th. All right, have a great holiday, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon. Next Level's next.